Hello and welcome to Space Engineers. I'm your host, First Officer Ed. No, I have not been able to get my own spacesuit yet because I've been too frickin' lazy. But I will show you what I have been working on. And part of it is this room that I'm in, partly because it's I need a vacation. This room is part of a space station that I've been working on. Well, more like a whole world, assuming my computer doesn't crap out. I hope it got that. Let me go ahead and switch back to first person to show you what's going on. First, let me go ahead and do a short tour of the station. This is the medical bay. Most parts of the station, thank you. Most parts of the station are pressurized. I'm only having a few areas that aren't, such as the walled off zones right there. I think engineering is pressurized, but the command center is still under construction. Oh, I closed the door. That might cause depressurization. No, it hasn't. Well, that's good. So this is engineering. If you're wondering what the light on the roof is about, it's because of what I put down here. Yeah. Just having a little bit of fun with the lights themselves as well as rotors. Anyway, two vents up there. Got a couple of command consoles. Let me see. Yeah, it's still pressurized. None of these consoles actually do anything at this point except access everything else. Right past this barrier is all of the cores which are keeping the station powered, even though I only need one of them because honestly I don't have anything major going on just yet. Yeah. And right down here we have the cargo base. Sorry about the lag. It's partly from objects moving, but also just in general how big this world is, because it's set to unlimited, but I also have like large areas, like not large areas, but I have areas that are away from this sector, which is what the hub to whatever is about. I'll show you those in a bit. But this is going to be a combination mod showcase and world showcase, just to show what I'm working with and what I've been working on. This is the main hangar bay. Well, the only hangar bay. I have these three right here. They're supposed to be for my fleet mates when they come on, but no one's come on yet. Then again, no one's... Well, I haven't really asked if they... Well, no, I have asked. But my personal taxi's outside. It's actually identical to these, except that mine has one extra thruster on the front. I'll correct that in the later models. Okay, so I have a mod installed on this world that my other fleet mates aren't using. It allows me to construct these. These are warp gates. Through these, I can jump to areas that are quite a distance off. For example, the Arcoso shipyards, Alturi station, and my testing range. The mod showcase will be at the testing range, But I'll go ahead and show off these two areas right now, because I'm also doing a world showcase. Now goes to shipyards. That area isn't actually done, but I have moved all of my construction there. And no, I cannot use Spectator to fly out there, not unless you're going to be watching a 30-minute plus video. Because I took the FTL mod and just jumped out to certain areas. I put in random coordinates and just jumped out there. Actually, I might be able to show how far. I actually have the hub thing set up, the hub indicator set up, so you'll be able to see like how far out these are. Let's go ahead and go to Argoso. There we go. We have the newly rebuilt Agincourt right over there, and a host of newer ships right over here. Let me go ahead and bring the ship over to them. Assuming my computer doesn't go into meltdown, that is. Okay, I'm going to have to wrap this up soon, because my computer's in the red zone. Never a good thing. Anyway, I have like 3 or 4 separate ships here. The piece up top is actually for the ship directly below it. It's one of my newer areas. Oh, you can actually see, that's on, that shouldn't be showing. Anyway, yeah, the hub is 663 Ks out. Okay, yeah. This was meant to be a ship. I stopped partway through the construction because I lost what I was going to use it for. This, I'm still slowly building. Generates a lot of lag, just like most of my ships. This, I originally built this to be like a module for a station. Then I thought it would be useful as a ship. Now I don't know. It's like got a full interior section, along with well, not full interior because this was built before the oxygen patch. So, and this, it's meant to be the deck of one of my vessels, but it never came to fruition. With the command center directly in the middle. Lots of view screens. Anyway, let's go ahead and use Spectator to take a peek at the Agincourt. I say it's newly revamped. Hold on, let me get onto the side that's not so shiny. Because I say it's newly revamped because it originally started out as a different type of ship. I mean, I kept the general layout and basically same silhouette and everything. I just ripped out all the light armor that made up its hull and replaced it with shiny white heavy armor. I also redid the bridge. Originally it was about 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks high in terms of glass, but I reduced it down to 2 and made it a bit more squarish on the inside. This is because I'm not sure if it's been corrected yet. It probably has, judging by the fact that engineering at the hub was pressurized. But right here was before they fixed the problem with, well, it's probably still a problem, but with the angled glass, all of the angled glass being unable to contain pressure, which was a bit unfortunate because that that carries a lot of problems. And here is the indication for, well, not indication, this panel displays all the information about its weapons and such, because our fleet plays a sort of game where we turn this real-time game into a turn-based. I'm not going to go into the details about it, but yeah. I've got a couple of scatter turrets. I think that some of those, they might all actually be Gatling turrets. I can't tell because they use the same fucking model. And I have one there. Okay, at least 2 Minotaur turrets. Minotaur? I don't know. This version also comes with a Titan engine, which it didn't have before. And it also contains the airlock doors. I actually built this when these came out. So, yeah. Normally these lights would be on, but I don't have them on for laggity's sake. It's a fully done interior with at least 90% of the areas pressurized. I don't know if there are actually any areas that are unpressurized right now. I'll probably be able to find that out later, but right now, not my business. Let me go ahead and take Taxi 1 and get through the warp hub again, or the warp gate? Yeah, warp gate. I love these things, although it's best to do it in first person. Now let's go ahead and have a look at Alturi Station. If you guys like my designs, I'm actually going to showcase all of my designs. Not on the same world, of course. Oh, I thought I had that turned off. Just a moment, people. Nope, that's not it. Not it. Come on. Let me turn off debug mode. Ah, fuck you then. Okay, so debug mode has to stay on for the rest of the time. This is Alturi Station. It's meant to be built in survival rather than creative, partly because of the oxygen system on board. But in truth, it's useful in creative as well, as a place to dock the ships. Let me go ahead and I think dock 4 is open. Is it? No, it's not, so I'll have to signal Alturi Station on that one. I've noticed that for some reason, sometimes when you try to go left or right, it doesn't seem to want to do it. Alturi Station, let's go ahead and A4 doors open. Oh. Okay, looks like 2 ships are already on the pad. What about Bay 3? Let's go ahead and actually, let's take a peek into Bay 3 first. Okay, just 1 ship on the pad, so let's close Bay 4 and open Bay 3. And we have landed. Lock in place. Turn off inertia dampener so it doesn't go crazy. And drop down. let's go ahead and... No, the bay does not pressurize. That's for the actual interior. So you're supposed to have your helmets on until you get inside. Press this. That's... Okay, there it goes. Probably lag. Alright, so we can go ahead and take the helmet. Oh, I already had the helmet off. I completely forgot that it was off. Please make no comments on that. Anyway, so I originally had 4, and I quote, elevators in here, which was basically a passageway that you activated your jetpack to go up. But once we started using these grav tubes, I figured, okay, I might as well make an elevator out of it. And, well, I guess it works okay. It works better going down than going up, so I might have to modify something for that. Oh, okay. For Bay 3 and Bay 4, probably also for the other side as well, I set up a special sort of lighting system. These will come on when the pad that there is set for is empty. So since Taxi 1 just got into place, this light went out. It's meant to be a quick at-a-glance thing. I can't have it change colors, though I want to, but eh. This, well, yeah, you understand the rest. That's all I can display right now. So, this shows all of the vents. Bay 8. Why is Bay 8? Hold on. I'm always having like these slight malfunctions. Yep, it cycled in. I guess, well, all of the bays, should, at least they should, have this panel right here, which cycles the oxygen into the system. And, yeah. Anyway, so I guess Bay 8 is depressurized right now, but no one can enter or exit. I really like that one. To my knowledge, the barrier that I'm passing through isn't actually working right now, so I guess they'll fix that later. Anyway, let me actually go ahead and show what's in the other bays. Yeah, I'll use spectator since it's faster. Okay, so in Bay 4, we have this vessel. I can't remember its name off the top of my head. Oh, the Jock class fighter. These, I think it's, yeah, this one is, this is the one that I took into a battle at one point against my fleet mates. It did very well because it basically disabled one of my opponents for one turn, well, for 2 turns, because I basically knocked out his bridge, or at least the console that he happened to be sitting in. Lucky shot, by the way, because I couldn't see the fucker. But yeah, that's about all that it could do before it got blasted. Never a good thing. In Bay 3, ooh, What was this one? I had specific names for them. Hold on. Okay, I just had a look. This is the Loki class fighter. It's actually faster than the Jock, partly because of its lack of mass, but it contains a pair of reloadable rocket launchers. This one actually went against my fleetmate Astilius and bugged him for a minute before he happened. Now, I know it wasn't deliberate, but he just so happened to smash into it during his movement phase. This took out the cockpit and a good chunk of the front. But otherwise, yeah, it worked pretty well. Couldn't do much damage to what I was targeting because of what it is. This bay is empty. This bay is empty. I'm still designing newer fighters, but they're slow coming. Here's one of the designs that I'm working with. I had to activate it and the thrusters in order to keep it still and move it out here. Interesting. My other fighters aren't here. Huh. Well, I'll show them. Well, I'll show one of them later. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a showcase of all of my ships. But for right now, just stick with the regular program. Okie dokie. So first, let's go ahead and open the bay door here. There we go. Now let me go ahead and show you that light before I do anything else. Ta-da! Bright blue. You can't miss it. Let's go ahead and remotely close Bay 3. And let's get on with it. Normally I'd have my crosshair on. It helps with aiming a tad bit, but I turned it off for the beginning of the video. There we go. Now, let me... That shouldn't be showing. No. Where is that? Okay, why is that button showing that? Hold on, I'm extremely fixated now. Okay, that's probably going to annoy me until I go and fix it, which I'll do later, but for right now, let's just go ahead and go to the testing range. And if you're wondering why you're seeing another Destroyer 92, That's that camera drone that you saw in the beginning. Oh, I still have stuff over here. I thought I deleted all that. Okay, let me explain. Oh, that's right. Okay, this is what I was using to test whether or not the glass was holding in. Let me quickly test that, see if it's... I was also testing the hydro. Yeah, stock glass still can't hold it. I think the only reason why the hub base can is because the glass that's used, the diamond glass, also has another mount point or something like that. Okay, this has an interesting story to it. I got the thought to test brand new weapons, and I mean brand new as in unconventional. So, first, I built a pressure test one. Didn't work. So, I picked a gravity one. Gravity one works best. In fact, I think there might still be... No, there's not. I must have deleted it all. But this block right here is actually my ship testing block, a ship simulator block, because most of my ships have one layer of heavy armor and one layer of light. And with this, I can actually withstand a good number of attacks. But I still need some way to test on how attacks work. And I need to see if there's, like, a lot of penetration. It's actually quite nice to actually test brand new weaponry. In fact, I think my next ship will be equipped with an improvised weapon. We'll use the new grav tubes instead of whatever else I have. I better wrap up soon. Oh. Okay, my computer stopped having its conniption fit. Let's go ahead and enter the testing range. Okay. So here we have two of my ships. The Hobus, registry DR212, and the Noric, DR1641. These vessels have volunteered to be testing dummies for today. Or at least one's a testing dummy, the other's the tester. Because today I am showcasing a weapon that a type of weapon that I started working with. Not a type per se, but let me start off on that. I'm showcasing a new model that I've started creating. It's meant to be a variety of weaponry based off Star Trek, but yeah, I'm probably going to add my own little bits and pieces here and there. Right now I'm using the stock models for what's going to be the beam weapons, because for some reason the turret that I'm trying to build is not working. I'm being helped by Darth Biomech and... oh boy. What is that name? I'm gonna have to go through all of the internet in order to find it. Do 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 do. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, I hate names like this. I believe it's pronounced Ikester. EI Kester. I don't. I'm sorry if you're watching this and I'm pronouncing your username wrong, but I don't know how to pronounce it right. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're trying to help me get my turret working, and judging by the post that I saw, judging by how the forum looked right now, it doesn't look like they've replied to me, but once this is all said and done, I'll be giving them full credit for helping, or at least as much credit as I can. So this is one of the custom models that I made. It's not supposed to be pitch black, but I guess it's not liking the texture or something. So yeah. But the small ship version, which I've modified one of my Eagle class fighters for, that I like having it as pure white instead of pure black, because at least you can see what the hell you're doing. Anyway, I only have a sloped version, although sooner or later I'm probably going to come out with a... That was not supposed to happen. Anyway, sooner or later I'm probably going to come out with a version that is completely flat. Probably more like the thrusters here, but... Or maybe even the armor thrusters. Yeah, probably more like those. Because, honestly, those look awesome. Anyway, yeah, I've done a slight modification to my Eagle here. I like the vultures look better because it's more smooth, but it just takes another version number. Anyway, so I haven't set up this cockpit, but all of these weapons take a brand new set of ammo. On one side is the phaser, the second side is the disruptor turret. This middle one is also a phaser. It should take the same ammunition. So let's go ahead and... It's the disruptor power cell. Phaser power cell. Phaser charge. Oh, because I also have the regular Star Trek weapons mod in. But the turrets themselves, they will take in the ammo because they're, of course, stock turrets. But my personal model, partly because I haven't been able to figure out how big, I've been trying to do it to the large ship version rather than the small ship. But it's supposed to allow you to reload from the back section here, which is where you would attach the conveyor system to. But since I haven't been able to see what I've been doing, I of course can't set up for reload. I might just say screw it and allow you to reload from the front, but that's going to be awkward because you're literally sticking your arm down into the firing chamber in order to place in the power cell, which could likely go off. Anyway, so let me go ahead and... Those aren't supposed to be there. What the hell? Do I not? Oh, don't tell me they popped off. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I've been having a bit of an issue with these turrets. I don't know what it is. So let me In fact, I've been having a slight issue with all of my weapons. I mean, the turrets, once in a while, they'll pop off. I think it's more because of how, Are we back? We're back? Okay, good. We're back. Okay, that was a bit of an issue. I honestly don't know what happened there. I hadn't saved at the point where I had just before the video, so all the station was like depressurized because there was no oxygen, and it completely eliminated the test range. Lovely. Okay, so I guess we'll have to test some of the ships here. Let's go ahead and go up. Okay. So this is one of my Manito class battle cruisers. Now, the armament that you see is what it's supposed to have, but it's not supposed. But because of the game rules, in fact, this was before I made that change, which became the Agincourt. Yeah, this was the bridge. Ignore the hole in the front. This was a ship that I had actually jumped to this location via the FTL drive, which I put in the hangar. So, yeah, it'll actually make a good test target. So, clear some of this. Okay. Are we finally back? Good. Okay. This time, I've made sure that these turrets are actually controllable before I actually started recording. I guess recording and trying to select the phaser turret is a really big issue right now. I don't know why. Anyway, I've got the Hobus right in place, so let's go ahead and use the phaser turret. Now, there's a problem with the sound. I think it has something to do with it being the phaser turret, but I don't know. Well, not just the phaser turret itself, but for all the turrets except for maybe the stock Gatling turret. I don't know why. But it seems to clip out the looping sound. You'll see what I mean as soon as I get a good target. I'm going to go ahead and target another spot. Switch to spectator. Now, this weapon is supposed to have like a low amount of damage to it. Although in this version, which I haven't put on the Steam Workshop because I want to at least get the turret running, like the actual regular turret that's going to be used. I want to get that going before I actually try to post it. That way it doesn't use the stock stuff, although I might just say screw it and just do it anyway. I mean, it's already on the workshop, but it's set to friends only. On the variant that I'm working on right now, the damage is probably going to be lower, and I'm going to completely eliminate the force that it applies to the target. Because if you notice, while it's falling, Davis is actually falling back. It's going to push that level on itself as it's doing the ship. I'm probably going to, like, cut the damage in half, or maybe cut off a quarter or something like that, just to make it, well, I might. It actually does a decent amount of damage, because that cut through the regular light armor and has been cutting through the heavy armor, as well as the internal parts. So let me actually lower DPI, and let's go ahead and okay, so that's all the damage done by it. Now, let's go ahead and switch over to the Disruptor turret. I think it might have the same sound because of a few issues I've been having, but I'm not sure. Oh no, it's slower fire. It may be slower firing, but it has just about the same damage output. Just, of course, much slower. All the pulses race at, like, almost light speed to the target, so for our games, it's good because, yeah, for our games it's good because our ships can be like thousands of meters apart, and it takes some time for, like, weapons to reach their target. Even something like the rack cannons or the railguns, those take a while to reach their target because of the distances between our ships. Something like this would be perfect because it's like not instant. Because let's see, oh, it takes like a second for it to reach the Hobus right now, which is about a little over half a kilometer out. So, yeah. Now let's go ahead and get off of this. I'm going to go ahead and delete these so I don't have any more issues. As well as restore my mouse to its original DPI settings. Make off the little button. I also have like a small bit here. It's probably going to change the name. But, do I actually have target lock from this distance out? I can't tell. If not, well, there are several ways I can deal with that. Come on. Okay. So I can't tell if it's actually going to hit. So I'm just going to fire. Now, I like this one, and a couple of my teammates do as well. Well, the ones that I've actually tested. I'm probably going to, like, lower the speed of the shot. Like, not the speed of the shot itself, but, like, the refire rate. So, let's see. Nope, total miss. So, let's go ahead and fit you on something that will hit. Oh, that's right, I was going to test it with a Nork. Unfortunately, I don't have that ship set saved. I have the class saved. But not the actual ship itself. I should probably make a save of that ship name and such. I can do that later. Now, this is how the ship is supposed to be. It's meant to be used in our battles. I originally built it as an escort, but the rules that we were using, or at least that this was built for, apparently I wasn't supposed to build it for that because the rules didn't exist. Now, when I first put these on the ship, I noticed something like almost right away. And I'll show you in a minute. Let me just quickly get rid of the part that's up. Kinda helps if I have the whatchamacallit turned back on. Anyway. Attach that. Now here's where it gets a little funny. Duh and duh. Now, doesn't seem like it's doing it, but when I first put these on, one side would pop off, and I ended up having the bottom on this one and the top on this side popped off. It might have been just my computer having its little conniption fit, but I don't know. It looks like they're all staying on this time, which is good. This ship is the Unito class. It is my lightest and my fastest vessel to date, but it is also the only ship with the least amount of armor. One hit could possibly devastate this vessel, but it makes up for it in firepower. Okay. Let me go ahead and that should be, yep, that's all of them. And it looks like they all stayed on this time. Perfect. So, oh, there is a little damage up here. So, I'm about to fire a large volley at the Hobus. Right here looks good. Wait, I'm seeing. Okay, there's the last dot. Here we go. Single shot. Whoops. Look at the devastation that this can cause. This is only firing one shot. Oh, God. Sorry about that distraction. Now, that's only like, I'm only firing like single shots. Let's see what happens if I hold a sustained burst for like, I don't know, a few seconds. I just like how that looks. Ooh, it's starting to cut into the area directly above. I have an idea. Let's set up a timer block. 2 timer blocks, actually. Now, according to the rules, we only get like 3 seconds of sustained fire. I think it's 3. I'm just gonna say 3 right now. Anyway, 3 seconds of sustained fire for weapons that are rapid like this, or as rapid as this. So let me go ahead and finish setting this up. And then I'm going to move to an undamaged part of the Hobus. Hold on. I really like that crosshair. Kind of points me where I'm going. Like I said, this is my fastest ship. But also, lightly armored. Single volley of missiles could probably take me down. Oh, oh, hey. They popped off just like I said they would. There we go. Fuck. Oh well, that damage is repairable. Actually, I wouldn't need to repair it. I just need to replace it. But I'm gonna have to hunt down those pieces later. Actually, no, I don't. This world was saved before I put in those turrets. But now I've lost a portion of my line. And my weaponry. Okay. So we flanked the Hobus. Let me see if I can put those pieces back on. Probably can't. I think it has something to do with their proximity to each other, but I don't know. If it is that, then it's an annoying glitch. One that I hope isn't my doing. Let's actually have a look at the damage to this. Okay. Yeah, that's out of commission. That whole system is out of commission. So I can repair it. So I can repair it. Okay. Final adjustments. Alright. Let's get that piece on the hotbar. Let's go ahead and just move it down here. Trigger now. 2, 1, and... Holy fuck. Yeah, I fucked up. Because it wasn't set to 3 seconds, it was set to 10. But, I mean, holy fuck. The utter devastation. Fuck. Okay, let's move up. Let's reset that timer block. Actually, was it 3 seconds? Hold on just a second. Okay. I just had a look. For energy cannons, which are basically slow-firing pulse weapons, which this will eventually be, it's 3 seconds. But for beam weapons, which this currently is, only 2. So let's fire a 2-second burst. And... I penetrated quite a bit right there, but that was all heavy armor in that section. Let's move to the side of the ship and give her a broadside. Well, not a broadside per se, but striker on the sides. Okay, we're now point blank, which doesn't matter much unless these are explosive weaponry, but still, guaranteed hits no matter what. Alright, here we go. Mangled, well, not the mangled lower section, but in the unmangled upper section. Let's watch the devastation. And... oh shit. Okay, I was not expecting that. Did I accidentally take out? No, it struck me to stop. But look at that. It punched clean through the ship. This is the version that I currently have in the workshop, which is not available yet because, like I said, I want to at least get one thing working right, and actually making it to the point where the turrets work right isn't probably isn't feasible because I'm still having issues. But if I can get the textures to work on these and eventually set them up for reloading, then I can at least release it like that. Although I might say screw it and have you reload from the front. It's really hard when you can't even see what you're doing. Let's I was going to test with the Eagle, wasn't I? Let me go ahead and spawn one in. So for those of you who like how my mod looks, let me know, because I'm like trying to get it to like not only work right, I want it to be like an enjoyable kind of an enjoyable mod. You know what? I think I'll defend the Hobus with this thing. Yeah, I have the piece on top so it rotates closed, making sure that the driver is fully protected from anything, even attacks from above. Although he doesn't truly need it. Well, from the front he's fully covered, from the sides not so much. The reason for the front, you can't, well, it's because you can't see through here. The cockpit is actually directly on the inside, right in the center actually. Let me go ahead and show you that. And directly in front of the cockpit, this is all pure heavy armor with a light armor exterior skin and part of the interior as well. But it's weak on the bottom, top, and in the back. Alright, here we go. Let's say, oh, there we go. Let's go right there. Yeah, I'll be showcasing all of my vessels in a later video. Don't know how much later, but yeah. Like I said before, the ship's armor is extremely weak. And its primary weakness? It uses the Titan engine in order to give it more speed. Whoa, I didn't expect that to happen. And let's go ahead and devastate the Hobus as well. Not that it hasn't been devastated already. So please, in the comments, tell me what you think of the world and like how this mod's weaponry performs, according to what you can see on the video. I think I might decide to put it up on the workshop. And it's a bug that has to do with the eagle. Anyway, I might be able to put the mod on the workshop for everyone else, but I want some opinions first. I want to know what you, the viewer, thinks. I mean, come on. Who doesn't like damage and devastation? Severe devastation. Like, cut through the ship and turn it to Swiss cheese kind of devastation. Anyway, so, yeah. Give me opinions. Tell me what you think of the world and of the mod. Oh, I'm so hoping that all of you like it. And I'm sorry to Ikester? Or I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm sorry. That is one thing that I'm bad at. It looks like Ikester, but I could be wrong. So, yeah. Maybe you could also tell me how to pronounce that correctly. Alright, well, I guess this is it for this episode. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is First Officer Ed, signing off.